Welcome, this is Yogalates. So today I'm gonna have some weights near me, just in case I wanna pick them up. They're really light, they're just 4-pound weights. I wouldn't go any heavier than 5 pounds. And then I also have a block and a ring. You could use a strap instead of a ring. All right, and we're just gonna warm up, stepping to the top of our mat. Inhale, reach your arms up, lean back. Exhale, fold down. And then slowly round up vertebrae by vertebrae. We're gonna do this motion a few times. Just inhaling, reaching up, leaning back, exhale, swan dive down. And just come into that forward fold and round back up. Just for a warm up, moving through that breath. Inhaling up, exhaling, swan dive down. Just about 2 more of these, and then we're gonna stay in a forward fold. All right, whenever you're ready, the next time you come into that forward fold, stay down here, hug in, hug onto your legs, and then inhale, hold on to the legs, exhale, fold back into it. Inhale, look up, exhale, fold into it. So we're not coming all the way up, we're just lifting up the chin and the chest, and then folding back in. About 5 more, moving with that breath. Good. And the next time that you are folded in, stay here. Wiggle the knees a few times, shift side to side, and just hug in, breathing deeply into this. We have 3 more deep breaths, and then we're going to place our hands under our shoulders and either step or jump back into a plank line. And then we're going to do a few in and outs like that. All right, and so when you're ready, place those hands under your shoulders. Bend your knees and either step or jump into a plank line. Deep breath in. Now you can either walk your feet or jump them right back up. Find that forward fold. You can lift up just slightly and then move back into that plank line. So we're going to keep going in and out. If you don't like jumping, then step. Just keep moving from plank to forward fold. Good. If you are stepping, alternate your step foot. And feel free to hold your forward fold or your plank line for a few breaths or just 1 or 2 breaths. Squeeze your core nice and tight, especially when you come into that plank line. About 30 more seconds, and then we're going to meet in our plank. Good. And the next time that you come into that plank line, hold your plank line. Hold your plank. Stay here. Roll your shoulders back. Roll shoulders back, kind of like a serrated push-up. But I want you to try to isolate through the shoulders and roll. Squeeze your core. We're still on this plank line. Squeeze your quads. Good. Another 5, 4, 3, 2, and then just go that other way. Circle. As you breathe. Good. Another 5, 4, 3, 2, And 1, slowly lower your lower body down, point your toes, bring the elbows into the ribs, lower down, the forehead is near the ground, and up. Oh yeah, move with that breath. Exhaling down, inhaling up. When you come up, feel free to move your head a few times, loosening up any kinks. We're still kind of warming up right now. Just loosening up through that whole body. Taking big, deep inhalations and exhalations. Good, about 5 more deep breaths. Really stretch out those abdominals. A healthy muscle is not just strong, it's also long. Good, 1 more time, and in that cobra or up dog, stay here, try to bend your elbows just slightly. Bend, 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 right before your chest is gonna touch the ground. Come right back up, hold, deep breath. And then look behind you, right side, left side, or just one side, other side. And then go back down on the exhalation. Don't let the chest touch, and then come right back up. Look behind you, one side, other side, back to center. Lower down, chest doesn't touch down. And up, 2 more after this. Good, lowering down and up, look both ways. 1 more time, lower down, up, looking behind you, one way, the other way. Curl your toes, press it back into a downward facing dog. First down dog of the day. Let me just take this off. You can walk your dog or hold your dog, whatever feels good. Tuck that chin into your chest. Breathe. Wind the fingers, the toes. So we have 5 more breaths here. After this, we are going to have the option to use the weights. So we're going to do some warrior poses with the option to hold some weights. If you do want those weights, have them near you. Another 3 more deep breaths. Good, and then put all the weight onto your left side. Step your right foot forward. Option to pick up your weights if you want to. And then start coming all the way into a warrior 1 type position with the arms straight up. That back left foot is out to an angle. Front right knee points in the direction of your toes. And then bend down, bend the knee. If you have those weights, little bend in the elbow. And then up, straighten up. Bending and lengthening. You could just use 1 weight right now, a little bit heavier, or double up those weights with the 2 lighter ones. Inhaling as you come up, exhaling as you go down. And if you don't have weights, just still bend and lengthen through your arms. Good. Another 5, 4, 3, 2. Okay, and the next time that we're down here, stay down with those elbows bent. Knee in front of you is bent. We're gonna open up the elbows and close. Open and close while you're staying straight through your spine. Open and close. Good. Keep drawing that belly inward. Open and close. Another 10, 9, 8, Keep that chin lifted, good. 7, 6, 5, 4, keep sinking low, 3, 2, and 1. Now straighten up through the arms, bring it all the way down, lower down to the floor like you're about to touch the floor, and then right back up. Good, exhaling down, inhaling up. That right shoulder is going right near the knee. Nice straight arms. This is where those lighter weights are really necessary. If you had heavy weights, this would be near impossible, or you're just using your own arm weight. Keep moving with that breath. Good, just about 5 more. Good, 3, 2, 1 more, down and up. And then we're gonna rest the right shoulder on the right knee. Take your arms back behind you, just like you would be binding. But if you have the weights, little pulses with your thumbs facing each other. That right shoulder resting on your right leg, right out in front of you. Good. Just pulse behind you. Another 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and now keep the thumbs close to each other. Pulse up, 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 up with the arms. Good. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Drop your right weight if you have a weight. And now we're going to place that right hand right on the inside part of your foot. Left arm reaches up and back. Hold here, breathe. Open up through that inner thigh, use that right arm to help you. And then little bends with the elbow. Bending and straightening out the left arm. Good, keep gazing upward. Bend and stretch. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now drop that weight. Shift your chest facing downward. Place both hands, point your toe forward. Both hands are going to come under your shoulders. You still have that right leg out to the side. Stay here, bend elbows. Elbows toward the ribs, lower down and up. Down and up. Good. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now, if that back knee, lower it to the ground if it's not already. Push your weight backward, straighten out this front leg with the option to try to sit on your foot. If you can't sit on your foot, another option is to take the leg out to the side, or you can bend the knee and place it out to the side. So first is sit on the foot, leg out to the side, or inner thigh. All right. And now if you have those weights, go ahead and grab those weights. Now that I'm all prepped on sitting on my foot. Inhale, reach it up. Exhale, fold it in. Inhale up. Exhale, fold it in. The weights is gonna add an added challenge. You can absolutely do this without the weights. Remember, pick and choose if you don't want to use the weights every time. You don't have to. You could even use a string, or not a string, a strap or a ring. I just realized strap and ring, if you put them together, it's a string. Okay, so you can have something here to help reach your foot if you don't want the weights. Good, 3 more. Inhaling up, exhaling down, 3, 2, okay, and then we're gonna fold into this foot. Holding onto your foot if you can, or use that strap or ring to help you. 3 more deep breaths, just holding onto that foot. And on your exhalation, slowly come up. We're gonna take this right leg all the way out to the side before we do our other side. Option to hold on to those weights. Inhaling, reaching up. And then exhale, we're gonna bring the right elbow down, take it to the side as you lower that left arm. And then up. Just the right arm is bending out to the knee side, bent knee side, and then right back up. Left arm stays stretched up. Moving with that breath. Inhaling, reaching the right arm up. Exhaling, just like a little punch, a really slow punch over to the bent knee. Good, those weights will really deepen your stretch if you're using them. Don't have to use them if you don't want to. About 5 more breaths, moving with the breath. So 5 more reps, 5 more breaths. Good, 4, 3, 2, okay, on this next one, we're gonna stay folded down with the option to drop your weights. See if you can catch that foot. You might be able to catch it a little bit more than you normally were able to if you didn't have weights, if you didn't dynamically warm up like that. If you can't catch your foot, see if you can grab a ring or a strap to help catch your foot. Use your right hand, press it into the ground, gaze upward. 2 more deep breaths. And on your exhalation, slowly unwind. We're gonna come into a tabletop position. Start positioning your hands under your shoulders. Rock yourself up. Find that tabletop. Take a few cat-cows. Moving through your spine, making sure it's nice and warmed up. Trying to exhale into your back. Inhaling into your belly. Good, just about 2 more deep breaths, and then we're gonna move this into a down dog and get our other side. And then the next time that you come into that rounded spine, curl your toes, take it into your downward facing dog with that option to walk your dog. Tuck that chin into your chest, open up through the shoulders. Feel how you might be a little bit more stretched out on your right side than your left. If you haven't done your left side yet, or whatever side that you were doing. Good, about 2 more deep breaths, and then we'll step that left foot forward, or make sure you're doing your other side. And then when you're ready, step that left foot forward. If you want those weights, go ahead and pick up your weights. Take your right foot out to an angle. Inhale, reach up into that warrior 1 position. Adjust your stance, tuck in that tailbone. And then we're bending elbow and knee together and straightening up. Exhale, bend. Inhale, straighten up. Continue just moving with that breath. We have about 8 more of these, and then we're gonna stay bended down and do the open and close with the elbows. Good. Good, keep pointing that knee in the direction of the middle toe or the pinky toe. So it should be a little bit more pointing to the outside of the foot than toward the inside of the big toe. Just protecting that knee, strengthening in all the right places. Good, another 2, 1 more. 1, now get low in that bent knee, bent elbows, and open and close. Through the elbows, open and close. Tucking that tailbone. Keep drawing that belly button in towards your ribs. Good, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now we're going to take the arms all the way down, like you're going past your knee towards your foot if you can reach it. And then inhale, reach it all the way up. Big sunrise up. Exhaling down, inhale, wheel those arms around in like a windmill type of motion. When you come up, stretching out. Good. Keeping that knee bent in front of you. Really focusing on the breath, nice straight arms. Good, another 5. 4. 3. 2, 1 more. And then end, coming down, placing that left shoulder onto your leg. Adjust that stance as needed. Bring the arms up as high as you can, palms facing up, and start pulsing. Little pulses together for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Keep them together as close as comfortable and pulse up. Good. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Drop just the left weight. Place that left hand under your shoulder. If you want to adjust your stance a little bit more, you can. Stretch that right arm all the way out to the other end of the room. Gaze upward with the option to bend the elbow. Good for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead and drop both weights. Both hands come under your shoulders. Point your back toe forward. Very important. And then just start little push-ups. Bending down and up. See if you can keep your knee lifted on the back. If not, you can put the knee on the ground. The right knee. Lifted, challenge on the ground for modification. Good. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now lower that knee to the ground if it wasn't already. Shift your weight back. Option to hold onto your weights along the way. And then we have whatever you want to do, either sitting onto your foot, placing your leg out to the side with your knee bent, or bending your knee out to the side and bring your foot in. You could also put a block under there too. So you're gonna get a little bit more quad stretch. If you have that, if you're sitting on your foot. All right, if you want to, pick up those weights. Deep breath in and exhale, bring it down. Move with the breath. Inhaling up, exhaling down. Good, that core should be working also, especially when you come up and especially if you have weights. Another 5, 4, 3, 2, okay, one more down and up. And then option to drop your weights and just hug onto your foot. Stay here, breathe. Deep breaths. Remember, use that strap if you need to, or you could even use a block here on your foot. Another 3, 2, and 1. Now we are going to point that knee out to the side. If it wasn't there already, pick up those weights, let this left leg go as far out to the side as it wants to go. With the option to hold on to the weights, start with the arms up, and then bend that left elbow in, punch it out to the side as you lean over to the left with your right arm. Inhaling up, exhaling, folding to the side. That right arm is just gonna stay long. And that slow punch to the right side with your left arm. Good. Moving with that breath. Good, another 5, 4, 3, 2, one more all the way through. 1, actually, now drop those weights if you have them, and we're gonna take that stretch, that deep stretch. Dive into that foot with your right arm. Left arm can just gently press, look up to the ceiling. 5 deep breaths here. I want you to really breathe through that side body. Good, one more deep breath. And on your exhalation, gently unwind. Pick up those weights again. Bend your knees and see if you can just lift up onto your knees. We're just gonna stay on our knees here for a little bit. Bring those weights right out in front of you. If you don't have weights, just palms are facing upward. Lean back, bend the elbows back, and reach forward, gift it forward. While you're here, you might need to adjust your stance just slightly, making sure that those knees are in line with the hips or a little bit wider than your hips for stability. Exhaling, reaching back. Inhale, gift it forward. Good, now see if you can start opening up the chest a little bit more when you lean back. Good, engage those quads. Just keep moving with the breath, exhaling back, inhaling forward. Every time that you come back, see how far back you can go while still maintaining control and balance. And then the next time that you come back, stay here, hold, hold, lean back, hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, and then back to the stretching, gifting forward, exhaling back. Reaching forward and back. Keep adjusting your legs as you need to. And one more time, just stay back here, hold, balance, breathe for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Step just your right foot forward. Right foot forward, keep those weights with you. Lean forward and back, stretch out that front leg. Lean forward, start gifting, forward and back. Forward and back. If this is super easy for you, curl the toe behind you, that left foot, lift your knee up. You put a slight little bend in that knee, in the back knee. And we're just bending and straightening that front leg. Find your balance, especially if you're balancing on your toes behind you. Good, another 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now lower that back knee back to the ground if it was lifted. Take those weights away if you have them. And then get your stance a little bit wider, a little bit longer. As far back as comfortable as you can go. Start bending that back knee. See if you can catch your foot with either one hand, both hands, or your strap or your ring. Make sure your back knee is on the meaty part of your knee. Full breathe. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead and release, unbind. Now, if you have a block, we're going to try to come into a split position. Hold on, take your block, place it under your thigh, and then just start straightening out your front leg. Just at your own comfort level. Remember, there's different heights to the block. So you might want to go a little bit higher, a little bit lower. If you have those weights, pick up the weights and take those arms out into a T position. Start pulsing up, up, up. Good. Pulse. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and circle. One direction. Just go one way for 5, 4, 3, 2, and then the other way, other direction. Big circles. Good. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now we're going to slowly come out. Same way you came in, start coming out, start shifting your weight towards your back knee. Find a tabletop position. Move those props out of the way. Tabletop. And round and arc. Resetting your spine, remembering your neck as part of your spine. Just rounding and arcing. Getting nice and loose. Sometimes we need to really stretch out all the way through our body. And it just helps adjust our alignment. But now, before we come into that other side, curl your toes, lift those knees just an inch off the ground, just about an inch off the ground, and start walking in an animal crawl toward one end of your mat and the other end. I want to make sure our core and our quads are nice and engaged. Remembering our inner animal, that animal spirit. We're all connected in some way. And just keep breathing and moving. We're here about 1 minute before we do the other side. Keep breathing. If you get tired, you could take your knees up just a little bit more off the ground in more of a down dog shape. We have 30 more seconds here. Good, see if you can get those knees low as you do your animal crawl. Last 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower the knees down. Pick up the weights. We're going to start with that quad motion. Instead of the gifting this way, we're going to take the arms behind the head with those weights if you have them. Adjust those knees in line with the hips or slightly wider. Lean it back and then up. Straighten the arms when you come up. Exhale, bend elbows, lean back. Inhale, reach it up. Coming forward. Try not to let that chin come into the chest, especially when those hands come behind your head. Remember, if you don't want the weights, you can still do this, bending and lengthening with the arms and leaning back into it. That core is nice and tight while you're here. See if you can start leaning back just a little bit more. Good, the next time that you're leaning back, hold here. Hold 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and back. Breathe. Go back and forth. Isolate that lean back when you're back there. Good. And one more time, next time that you lean back, stay there. Hold 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and back and forth. Keep breathing, just about 10 more seconds, and then we'll step that left foot forward. Good. And then coming into that straight spine, keep your arms up. Step that left foot forward. Left foot forward. All right, we're gonna go into this forward motion, arms behind your head, and then straighten up through the leg. Forward and straighten up. If you wanted that challenge, curl that right toe behind you, lift up, and then you just have more of a standing type of position. You can keep that knee on the ground if you want to. Just bending and lengthening. Good. Another 5, 4, 3, 2, one more. And 1. Now you can lower those weights and the knee down to the ground. Make your stance as wide as you want to, as wide as comfortably possible. You can stay here or bend that leg behind you, that right leg behind you. See if you can catch your foot with either one hand or both hands. Hold, breathe, 5 breaths. Good. On your exhalation, release your leg. Now we're going to come into that split. So whatever that means for you, you could stay right here. If you wanted to, you could just stay here with your knee on the ground and hugging in. Or at your own comfort level, start lengthening out both legs, using a block to help you. I probably only do splits I sometimes try to do them every day because it feels really good, but really it's more like once a week. So if I practiced every day, I might not need a block. Just make sure you listen to your body. All right. Now we're going to start with the arms out into that T position. I'm going to adjust a little bit because my wall's in the way. Start with those pulsing up if you can. Unless you need your arms to support you, then don't worry about pulsing the arms. Good. Keep pulsing up. I'm still adjusting myself. Another 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then into those circles for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then the other way. Good. Stretch it out. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Slowly start coming out the same way you came in. Shift your weight back toward that back knee. Take those props out of the way. Find that tabletop position. Give me a few cat-cows, rounding and arcing, making little movements along the way that feel good. Good. And then the next time you come into that rounded spine, curl your toes, press it into your downward facing dog. And then just walk your dog or hold your down dog. Last down dog of the day. So just make it feel good for you. Stretching out all the way through the arms, through the spine. Good, and now if you can, give me a few donkey hops. Donkey hop. Good. Another 3, 2, and 1. Slowly walk your hands up towards your feet and grab those weights along the way if you have them. And just either hands on the weights or right under your shoulders. Right arm reaches up, lower down, holding onto the weight if you can. Left arm reaches up, lower down. So alternate between right side, reaching up, and left side. Just about 2 more each way. And then we're gonna stay with just the right arm reaching up. Good, and then the next time that you have your right arm reaching up, keep it there. Hold, breathe, see if you can stretch it all the way out to the other end of the room. And then back behind you, just as much as you can. All the way out to the other end of the room and behind you with your left arm. Bend your elbow, float it off the ground for a little bit added support or challenge, really. Good, another 3. 2. Good, and then just switch sides. Stretch that left arm up. Hold it there for a moment. If you want, you can stay there if it feels good. And then whenever you're ready, take it to the front and then back for 5. Keeping that right arm bent if you can for added challenge. 4. Good. 3. 2, 1 more. And 1, both arms straight out in front of you. Tuck that chin into your chest, slowly round up, vertebrae by vertebrae. So you come to a nice tall spine, lift your heels up off the ground, take those weights behind you. Try to balance, let the blood flow come back to your head. Little pumps back, pump it back, good. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring your I'm gonna drop my weights really quick. Bring your palms to your heart center. You can have the weights if you want to. Try to keep your head nice and tall as you lower your heels down. Namaste.